I'm Malcolm van Delst, and this is an excerpt from The 9-Year-Old CEO, a novel about a 9-year-old child who runs a gaming company with his younger brother and an older woman. Last week, after revisiting Turtles, Creatures Sulien added to the Crash of Santa game, we read the overview and character section of the game Bible that Arduino prepared for the game, and we'll continue with that. This chapter is called The Bible Is. Crash of Santa, the Bible continued. Key objects. Lucky coins. Sometimes the secret Santas drop lucky coins. This is because they're not real Santas and get confused about what they're supposed to do. Some of the coins are in red envelopes. Some are not really coins, but chocolate wrapped in gold or silver foil, and some are bits of cardstock printed with QR codes. When you scan the codes, you get bit, Doge, or other crypto coins. A star, not real crypto, only fantasy, in-game money. Whistles. If you see a whistle, you should take it because blowing it allows you to skip part of the world while still getting a good crash. So if you've done some secret worlds, followed some lucky coin paths, and avoided doing small crashes from jack-yeeted pants, you can skip the world and still get a good crash by using a whistle. Santa bought a bunch of whistles from Amazon. He thought he could use them for his reindeer, but the reindeer didn't like them. "We're not animals," they said. "Just talk to us like you always do." "But these are fun," said Santa. "And you are animals." "Fun for you," Rudolph sniffed. "You're an animal too," Dancer added. Santa thought for a minute. "Frankly, it's insulting," said Prancer. "You should be grateful that we pull you. You don't see us getting your friends to pull sleighs full of grass around for our children. Maybe we should—" Okay, interrupted Santa, looking sadly at the whistle in his hand. "I'm sorry." It took a while for the reindeers to get over their hurt feelings, but they did. They'd been with Santa as long as they could remember. In the meantime, young, ripped Santa had 500 whistles. He hadn't been able to resist this amazing deal. Whistle for Friend, an Amazon third-party seller, had 10 cents per whistle if he bought 500. The little silver shrieker stayed at the bottom of his sleigh for months. Then, one day, frustrated, he accidentally, maybe sorta not, kicked the bag out of the sleigh with his foot. Now the whistles are everywhere, and if you find one, you can skip some of the world. Sleighs. If you see sleighs, you should buy them. They appear in groups of 1, 2, or 3, with 3 being rare. Basically, the sleighs are there because when you cloned the Secret Santas, you also did sleighs for them. These cloned sleighs have issues which you won't discover until after you buy them. Pre-cloning, OS, Original Santa, stashed sleighs around the world for changing throughout Christmas night, like a race car driver. The reindeers had to do the sleigh pit work and were never happy about it. "Why can't the elves do it? They have hands. It's easier for them," they said. Whenever you purchase a sleigh, you hear wind and music. If you buy 3, you get the song that begins, "Which world do you want to go to?" The reindeers don't know why you hear this. Neither do you. Key events and locations. 100 lucky coin paths. The 30, 50, and other numbered coins waste your time, taking you down a road where at the end there's only a creature looking at you and blinking their eyes. You can't interact or hurt them. They just look at you. The 100 lucky coins are worth it, though. Follow the path they unlock. The path doesn't always appear after you pick up the coin. Sometimes nothing happens for a while, then you see the path, which is lighted by a 100 lucky coin floating and glowing above it, so you know the coin is working. At the end, you get blowtorches, gas containers, matches, oil for making the sleigh skid, things to launch in the air when you're crashing that make the crash better. Some of the things are eggs that open and send out acrobats, maple seeds that burst, sending out ribbon dancers, different eggs that send out tigers, larva cocoon things that send out drones and make dragons and other stuff. The QR code coins work the same as the other lucky coins. If they're 100 Satoshi, Doge, or whatever coins, they're good. Otherwise, they waste your time. Secret worlds. Find a thing, dial in Sulien to create these things, and gain access to a secret world where you can get helpful items and hints for powering up your crash. Collect a certain number of things. Pine cones, Christmas presents, cookies, and glasses of milk might work, and gain access to, for example, a multi-dimensional world that ends up channeling you back to the sleigh, but with added biotools like a tube on the back of your head for sucking up more pine cones and things. Access to more multi-dimensional worlds, more biotools, and other stuff to make your crash better. A secret world where you can relax on the beach and power up. One where you fight an evil elf. If you win, you only get text and voice. "You win, sorry, that's it. No prize, but at least you're alive. Ha ha ha." Evil laugh. One where you have to skateboard against other Santas, elves, and Mrs. Claus. If you perform the best tricks, you are taken to the top of a high rise and given the keys to the penthouse, which is full of old fruitcake. If you eat the fruitcake, you become ill, go to another secret world where you skateboard again. If you win this time, you can go back to your sleigh. If you lose, you are trapped in the penthouse forever. Tent poles. Arduino had read about it in the how-to article she used to create the game Bible. The article said she needed to define her game's tent poles. She didn't know what tent poles were, so she skipped them. But they haunted her, clanging through the Egan Gra when she closed her eyes at night, in the days following her delivery of the game Bible to Ravinder. The tent poles made ooh sounds and poked her. Fine, she finally addressed them. Your theme, gameplay, the defining elements of a game. Things like that, right? She sighed. In Grand Theft Auto, your characters and shock value. In Crash to Santa, your boss fights galore. A light flicked on in Arduino's brain. 8-bit gore. Worlds forevermore. She opened her eyes and sat up in bed. She'd already written the tent poles without knowing what they were. Great musical score, puzzle game core, characters going through the door. Cringe. Dialogue, lore. She lay back down and closed her eyes. The tent pole ghosts had left. Back in Bangalore, Ravinder had copied everything in Arduino's Bible to a wiki and sent her the login information. He knew there'd be adjustments, a lot of adjustments. Tent poles. Crashes. Sulien and Beowulf will create sound, visual, and animation options for them. Characters. These are good, but open for growth. Get the joke? Never mind. Boss fights. Beowulf definitely will have ideas for these, and Sulien. Visuals. Sulien with input from Beowulf and the art and dev teams. Worlds. See visuals. Music. Sulien with Beowulf. Puzzles. Let the dev team work them out with Beowulf and Sulien. Multiplayer will come after the initial single-player version of Crash of Santa. Darn. I have to add multiplayer to the summary statement, Arduino realized. So she turned to that page in the wiki. Boss fights galore, 8-bit gore, worlds forevermore, great musical score, puzzle game core, characters going through the door, cringe. Dialogue, lore, multiplayer, more. Investors roar.